Okay, TikTok is acting so funny. I'm gonna tag you in this goddess, Kia. I was trying to do a stitch to her video. Let me do the stitch. Then when I tried to post it, it wouldn't let me. But she was talking about her like title thing was living with ADHD, and she was basically talking about how like she wanted to record this moment of clarity she was having to prove to herself that she was having it, because then she tends to lose track of it, right? And then in the process of her making the video, she was like, I think I'm losing track again. Wait a minute. And I recorded this whole video and it didn't let me save it, didn't let me post it. So anyway, what I was saying was in the video that watching your video, it reminded me of those moments of clarity I have when I sit with plant medicine. She also mentioned in her video that maybe she should, something along the lines, don't quote me, of maybe if she was taking medication for ADHD, she would always have these moments of clarity, right? And so it got me thinking about the times that I would sit with plant medicine or the mushroom spirit, and I would have these ginormous moments of clarity because I would be asking my guides, asking the spirits so many questions because I wanted to know so bad, like, what do I do? Blah, blah, blah. What do I need? Why is this happening? Da, 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 da. And so they'll give me all the answers, right? And overall, one of the big things they say is we all do have the answers, right? Because we're all connected to source. We all come from source. This is not our first time living. This is not our first time here on earth. We all have this infinite deep wisdom within us, right? But we're not in our human selves on a day-to-day meant to be tapping into that 24/7, because we're meant to go through the parts of the journey where we don't know, where we feel like we don't know, because that connects us closer to ourselves, to the Most High, to our guides, to the energies that are here to help us. And we're meant to feel those feelings of confusion or sadness and all this, but to prove to ourselves that even with those feelings, we will be okay. There's a whole nother side to it, and we can do it. We don't need these other things, sometimes to use as a tool, right, every now and then, but it's not meant to be complete clarity 24/7. It's a journey, it's a process. And as a human, a part of the human experience is to not know some things, and to just trust and have faith and connect and reconnect and all these things. Oh my gosh, I wish I didn't delete the video, but it just was really making me think of all those times too and how she was saying like she wanted to record right now because she had this moment of clarity and she didn't want to lose track. And in those moments when I sit with those energies and those plant medicines and I'm getting all of this information and I'm like, I have to remember this. I have to remember. And they kind of laugh and will be like, you're not going to remember. It's not meant for you to remember it all at the same time. You're meant to have these moments of clarity through your journey. It's not supposed to be a constant thing. And sometimes we beat ourselves up over like not knowing and freak out over not knowing and not wanting to do this because you don't know what's going to happen. It's meant to be like that. Like you're meant to have that trust and blindly go do certain things without knowing, because there is an inner knowing, and having that other trust that it's just going to be okay. Like you're guided, you are on the right track. Whatever you do, we can't ever really make a wrong choice, because everything will inevitably, if you allow it to, lead you back to self, lead you back to source, lead you back to your guides. There's so many different paths we can take, and inevitably, again, everything will lead you back on track. And I don't even want to say lead you back on track, because you're never really off track. Even if it feels like you're off track or completely out of alignment, there's a reason why you're out of alignment at whatever time that you're out of alignment. If you get what I'm saying, there's things from you to learn and pull from that experience, again, if you allow yourself to, because some people will completely block it off for whatever reason. And again, that's what's needed for them in their journey at that time, or us in our journey at that time, if you get what I'm saying. But watching her video, it just hit me and made me think about those moments where I'm in there and I'm like, oh, I gotta remember this, but I don't, because I'm not meant to. Until I am. Until you are, you will remember these certain things. You will feel it in your body, you will hear it, you will see it, however which way. But yeah, and then people are so quick to be like, not you, but society or doctors, oh, you need this medication to do this and that. And that's not necessarily it. You need to sit with yourself and do these other things, and whatever the case may be. Yeah, and it made me think of another video of people saying like they label us with ADHD and all these type of mental illnesses, when really we're just a certain person in a lineage that's meant to feel all these things. You're feeling things from hella generations, not only your own feelings, you're thinking things, and there's a whole collective consciousness too. There's so many things that go into play of these diagnoses that they give people, whatever. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't let me stitch that, but hey, I loved your video, by the way. Thank you for sharing, and I love you, whoever's watching. Talk to you later.